Welcome back to the Early Edge. And the Red River rivalry is a bit different this year, being that both teams are now in the SEC. But it potentially means more for one team, considering that Texas is ranked number one this week. And they're given 14.5 to Oklahoma, as we talked about in the first segment. So, Chip, we're going to start with you on this game. You have a first half play.
Yeah, I do not believe that Texas is going to be able to do to Oklahoma in this game what it was able to do to Michigan when it went up into the big house and just ended the game by halftime. I think that Oklahoma at this point in the season, they understand who they are. They understand exactly what they need to do to win this game. Lean on the defense, try to shorten the game a little bit, cause some problems for Quinn Ewers in his first spot back. So I wanted to go and look at the first half line, because I understand that talent-wise, if you want to get into trade and paint, Oklahoma cannot score as many touchdowns as prolifically as Texas can. But do I think that Oklahoma can get enough stops to be able to keep this close going into the locker room? Yes. Do I think that Oklahoma maybe can scheme up an explosive play or two against a Texas defense that has largely been on cruise control for a month? Yes, I do. So with an advantageous number, I'm going to go Oklahoma first half plus 7.5.
I'm going the other way, but we can definitely thread the needle here and cash them both. It's going to be Texas minus 3.5 in the first quarter. And it's really because I like Texas's red zone defense here. I don't think Texas is going to surrender a touchdown in the first quarter to Oklahoma here. I think a 7-0 or a 7-3 first quarter is a very realistic outcome in this game. I know that there could be some concerns with Quinn Ewers in this one returning. However, I don't necessarily think it'll be drive one. I like them having scripted drive out of the locker room here. I think having to make in-game adjustments could be a thing for them, but I think they're going to set them up with very comfortable throws on that opening drive. I think they're going to have some success running the football, but it's really about the Texas defense. I don't think they surrender a first quarter touchdown here, so I will lay the 3.5 in the first quarter.
Guys, can we get that Oklahoma graphic back up again? I just noticed something that it was just amazing to see from Oklahoma. Look at 2019. So in order for Oklahoma not to cover a ball game as a double-digit underdog, you literally have to have the greatest offense in college football history in order to do so. It's insane. So I look at this game, I look at that total. Chip talked about it in the last segment, which was spot on. There is no way I'm going to believe that this game is going to be a low-scoring, grinded-out game, run game defense. No, them days over with. This game's going to go well over 49 points. So I will attack this over. This game's going to get crazy. We may see 4 quarterbacks play in this ball game. We're going to see everybody's depth chart in the backfield, a lot of receivers, so special team touchdowns. Points will be scored in this ball game, so I'm taking the over.
Emory, we don't talk about these picks beforehand. Somehow I end up on an island seemingly every week. Worked out well for me last week. Went 2-0 in the ones I disagreed with you on. I hate going against you. I just want to say that. Chip mentioned this as a fishy line, but I'm going under 49.5. I know that 13 of the last 14 between these two teams have seen 49 or more total points. They're averaging 70 points per game combined in that span. But I'm buying into that Texas defense, which ranks second in college football in points per game allowed, which is seven per game, and yards per play, 3.8. Oklahoma's offense, not very good. Ranks last in the SEC in total yards per game, under 298 yards, and their third down percentage absolutely stinks, below 27%. Give me Texas 29, Oklahoma 10, way under.